head for this or not, but I'm hoping it is. If not, stream can let me know later when people join in. I'm gonna grab a couple of these cookies. Butterfly roots, here we go. One second, I'll be right there.
You better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
Are they ready?
Moeller's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
Oh, nice.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
Alrighty, let's...
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
Alright.
You down on your luck, Eli?
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine. You can't miss the place. Big yellow letters, HM out front.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coverall. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
A farm boy like you, Eli, must prefer Magay for roping. Am I right?
I prefer braid. You tie a hitch and braid, it stays tied.
You killed Mrs. Moeller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
You have no job and nowhere to live by the smell of things. And you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and then put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
You're as good as done, Mr. Rooney. All it will take now is some paperwork.
For my money, Hugo Muller's our #1 suspect. The evidence is solid. I think it's time we hit him with it.
I'm telling you, it'll never stick, and you'll...
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Did they even have a liar test back then in the 40s?
Why did you burn your shoes,
It must have not
Hugo?
been very good.
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
Believe what?
It's rabbit's blood. A guy at work brought him in and I helped him skin them.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the army.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
It really doesn't matter because I played this before on the PS3 and...
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I even
I
have
keep
you
my
on
work in my
camera.
locker.
Wasn't me. 1 second. Wait, what question was this? Shit. Oh. Oh.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
Green overalls, bloodstained, with the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
You're lying, Hugo. You're gonna have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
I actually do. Joke's on you.
Your wife drove a Chevrolet, Hugo. What make of car do you drive?
A Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler.
Here's the thing. Both of them didn't do it, but for moral's sake, my moral's sake, I'm putting the pedophile behind the bars. Because who says he won't kill someone later, or a little girl later down the road?
Eli Rooney, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Deirdre Muller.
You want to put me back in the stir that badly, boy? You go ahead and try. I'll beat that rat. I ain't a killer.
No, but you're a pedophile and who knows, child molester at backs. We could... Stalking.
Phelps, Galloway, congratulations are at hand. Drink, boys? I think you'll receive a commendation for this one, gentlemen. In the meantime, I'll speak to the DA about expediting the passage of the case. We need swift and merciless justice for poor Deirdre.
I'm actually glad I didn't have to restart that all over the case. Clues found, question correct. Eli Rooney can expect a warm welcome from Captain Donnelly and the district attorney. Injury 0, vehicle damage $674, city damage $20. Oh well. The golden butterfly. I think the next one is a...
Phelps! We captured 2 regular army. Lieutenant! Phelps, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank.
I'm in charge here, Medier!
Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen?
You're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There is no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Get this, Golden Boy actually seems to know what he's doing.
あなた方の会社と名前を名乗ってください。
第44大部隊所属兵だ。
キスマ、何様だと思ってるんだ。
See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we are fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the U.S. because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
That is fair, but even still. The silk stocking murder?
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, it's my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Oh boy.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
Over the moon, boy! Alright, hold on, I got a new outfit. What outfits? That. The Outsider? I think that's it, the Outsiders. The outfit sunset set. The border. I like this one. These two right here are pretty fun to use. I got nothing. Alright.
You have the address?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah. It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
I can take a left here. I'm glad that they sharpened the AI, but it's still pretty bad. Alright. At least we're here.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Oh boy. I don't know if I can show this, man. I'm just gonna risk it. At least it's not. Oh boy.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Crothers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
Let's just get the body out of the way so we don't have to look at this.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
The lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
I think I've gotten with the
The
body.
evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered,
Yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
No, not the damn body.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails.
Get off the body. I don't want to keep... Okay, that's the medical bag. Alright.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
Insignificant. Nothing to go for.
May as well follow the trail. Antonia. Huh. Same as the library card.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
Get out of my damn way, game.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
House keys, strung up like bait on a hook.
Can I not take it?
You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
That's got to be a code or a cipher.
Don't you just love it when killers leave you like puzzles, like after committing such atrocities?
Where are you taking us?
I want to go back to the body area to make sure I didn't forget anything down that way before I keep going forward. No, Twitch doesn't really approve of these type of things, so that's why I didn't want to be around the... I didn't want to push my luck too far, but I also want to make sure I don't leave any evidence. Not looking at the body. It doesn't look like there will be... Maybe not any... I think I got everything, so... Just keep the body off screen so Twitch stays mostly happy with me. Not trying to get banned over a video game. Alright, let's go up the ladder. Up we go! No, 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 no. I'll just hold my...
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us? He clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
There you go, Phelps. We got a new M.O. I told you, look at our guy.
Or he might just be getting more confident.
That's not got anything to do with what we're doing. Alright. The blood trail... Yeah, okay.
Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
Okay, let's go up the ladder. Doesn't seem like... Oh. Damn.
The trail points up.
Damn, how much bud did he get? Like, did he get like a bucket full or something, or... Another key? Wedding ring.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
Is that it? No, that's not it. I'm gonna go check down here just to make sure there's nothing else. For an old school game, it really doesn't have that bad of a background in like Skybox. It looks really well, and it looked pretty good on the PS3 too. Like, it wasn't majorly bad, but with the sharpened graphics, it looks really good. I like to drool over these things. He did have a bucket of blood.
Looks as though the killer was decorating with this.
I wasn't too far off.
Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
Okay. I mean... Oh. Alrighty. Who wants to see some, like, amazing
Mrs. Maldonado,
driving?
right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting it.
I'm sure.
I'm not gonna sit there and wait. In a video game, anyway, that is. In real life, I would, because I'm not trying to get arrested or anything.
He's good looking for a policeman.
Okay. Shouldn't rooms come with a bed? Or to rent the room for a night? Or to rent the room is 35 cents, but to rent the bed for like a night it's 15? Is that what that is? Boarding house.
Wait just a moment.
That voice.
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Okay. Oh. Hold on. Yeah, it's a nice little setup. I kind of just want to look around. Some of the photos they add in-game on pictures would actually be Easter egg photos. I know they've done that with a few different games. Not all games do it though. It'd be kind of neat if they did that more often in games, where they added pictures as Easter eggs or something of a certain
Mrs.
thing.
Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone. Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am.
Alright.
Hey, Cole.
Yeah.
Get moving.
Yep. Get off the wall. This room? Okay. Whoa.
Will you look at that? Someone's turned the place over.
A smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
Further to my previous correspondence of August 7th, I am writing to inform you that your pension to the Superior Court of the State of California has been accepted and a court date scheduled. Your case, docket number 98765, will be heard on September 17th. I am told that your husband, Angel Christopher Maladano, residing at 304-1330 in Hill Street, Los Angeles, California, has been served with the official papers and is on notice to appear at the Central District Court or on the above date. I thought it is not essential, and many women in your position choose not to do so. I would advise you also to appear at the Central District Court on the scheduled date. In my experience, a woman plaintiff's presence in cases like this, one can do much to influence proceedings, and if your husband does not appear on September 17th, which you have told me is likely, then it can only help our chances. Yours sincerely, cursive bullshit that I have a hard time reading, Frederick D. Tattersall. Like, I could read cursive, but that's getting to the more classic, formal, higher formal cursive that makes even sometimes I feel like people who can do it have a hard time reading.
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Okay. Good. Okay. Sorry, I'm just kind of reading a story while I'm playing a video game. It's been a lonely night. Haven't really talked to anybody.
We have some questions,
so.
ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, Detective. I'll do my best.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife to serve me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
I believe.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with
What time
that.
did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I've no idea.
I'm gonna
She
go.
was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
I don't believe that.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar. It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
Yeah.
You've had a break-in?
No. That can't be true.
Even she sounds lying.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
Sure you don't.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Understandable, but still.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace.
No.
That's about all of her jewelry.
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
We can either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at him, or we could check out the Eldorado bar.
I kind of want to go check out the El Dorado bar, but I also want to check the room one more time, just in case.
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
Why don't we try to see where? I just want to check outside, see if there's like some kind of like not farming, but a landscape artifact or art or land art or front lawn decorations or something. Doesn't seem like it, so I think that's pretty much it for here though. I'm just gonna go to the front and get in the vehicle. Seems like a decent guy. Okay. Now, let's set a course for, I guess...
What are we waiting for?
Just give me a minute, damn.
A nosy old hag? Ha! And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wives line.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
You don't think it's strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No. A broad drinks, she gets a bit tight, she starts mouthing off. This leads to that, and she ends up in an alleyway. It's a sad story, but this town's seen it play out 1,000 times, Cole.
Why don't you want to see a connection here?
Because there are perfectly good real-life suspects for every one of these murders. We don't need to go looking for the monster under the bed.
Sometimes that's exactly what you need to be looking for.
Cycle? I've been through 3, Phelps. No big deal. After a while, you just numb yourself to the experience.
But Angel, he's a young Latino man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure, a woman taking control over his life.
Then she fronts him and he snaps. Works for me. That makes Angel a killer as well as a piece of shit.
Maybe. El Dorado. Missing jewelry. Missing
What can I get you?
jewelry.
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here.
But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. But what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
That's a great
Hell
reaction.
no.
That's how I would
She was
expect
good and
to.
tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
Thank you.
My eggs were runny.
Divorce papers. Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
Yeah. I mean, you got a right to protect yourself as...
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Look at this.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
I don't blame her.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
Has
she attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
A waitress. Can I have another spoon?
So, now I gotta go to the fruit market. We're done at... Wait. Hold on. Is there something else here?
He drove me up to Mulholland and we did some...
Where's that goddamn waitress?
So, how's your tuna fish salad?
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pick Fruit Market across the street.
A fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
Fine, thanks.
Are we done in this location now? Okay, alright. Let's go to the fruit market.
My eggs were runny.
Alright. Oh. I'll just walk across the street. No point in freaking driving. Plus, my car will teleport to where I need it to be.
Shut. Great. We'll need to come back later, Phelps. Maybe somebody here saw Antonia the night she died.
I don't believe so. The game? Well, what? Hold on. Okay. Locations. I'll let him drive. I don't feel like driving there this time. I'll just teleport.
That broad has socks in it, Brazier.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
How about we drop in on the husband instead? See if your gut is right.
I'll take a bar over a husband every day of the week.
What floor is he on? Shit. You know, I'll probably see it because it's probably lighter, or the doorknob is like brighter than anything else. So he's probably on the very top floor. It's just gonna do a big rain. Yeah.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Hey, what the fuck?
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest. I got 100 pounds on your wife. Now look, ain't gonna be so easy. What do you...
I got nothing to say.
Come on! Oh my gosh.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit! You think I'd kill my own wife?
I don't know.
We should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors.
Okay.
And Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
Why not, Finbar?
Just picked Fruit Market.
And it's just alcohol.
I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
El Dorado.
The El Dorado.
Must be a family favorite.
Maybe.
This will take some explaining.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi. He's toast.
Can I go in the corner, please? Okay. I hear it, but I don't.
Don't think this is anything.
What do you want?
LAPD. We're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
Okay.
No good. Nobody here.
Hey, sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
LAPD. Were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
Is that a Green Goblin reference or something?
Hello.
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag too, Phelps. Well-executed restraint.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar.
You want to fight? Because I could throw down. Come on.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Message from Captain Donnelly, Detective. Your presence is requested urgently at Central Station.
A new letter from the Dahlia killer has been found.
Thanks for your help.
Okay. You gonna punch me there? Let's go to the Central Police Station, I guess. Alright. Where's the car? Okay.
You're behind the wheel.
Alright.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
Downstairs, eh?
We gonna go downstairs and see Donnelly or what?
Yeah.
Well, you don't see that.
Technical services.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all the fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
Have you changed? Huh. HV capital letters. HVHGIYOWNTGEASAR. D? Maybe I'm reading too much into this. Heap upon thy soul
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
Ill deeds done by thou damned beholding good, both infinite as in the universe, and thou in thyself torturing solitude, an awful image of calm power, though not thou sittest, let the hour come when thou must appear to be that which thou art internally, and after may a false and fruitless crime scorn track thy lagging fall through boundless space and time.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
All right.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
What's my case objectives? Investigate Angel. Okay.
What are we waiting for? That price is outrageous.
That's the wrong interrogation room.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her, and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out, and I went out after her, and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford coupe.
Okay.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you, I wouldn't accept a divorce.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
That is... Yeah.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
I got this gadget whiz putting recording devices into the place.
Okay. Now where are we going? Locations. Just picked fruit. Set as destination.
Can you drive to this one?
Alright.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters, Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine. From him.
And now we sent another.
You know, I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy. Have you seen the body? Fucking case just gnaws away at your guts. Hollywood. Every prom queen from every fucking hick town in America turns up here. Where do they end up? Gutted on the fucking sidewalk.
Ain't that the truth in some areas? Murder happens all over the place. It's just higher and more in certain areas than others. I bet every town has had a murder. Every small local town, every state. Hell, maybe even your own house has like a history of a murder happening at some point. You don't know. What are we looking for?
Sir, Wait, you look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
Contact is victims.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She had me back until last night.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh. No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
What am I checking?
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
Oh shit. Wait, I know it. Clues. Dot parent note 253. 2. 5.
Are you working Friday night? We should go out afterwards.
Is that it? Ephesians.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. They must have seen it during the... This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off. Clem! God damn it, get after him, Cole. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Shoot him.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do. Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
Am I not close
It's
enough?
almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
Keep shooting.
Hit it! Clean this asshole off the road. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Oh. Come on.
The fruit guy's getting away, Phelps. Give yourself up! Now! So now who's about to get picked?
Out of the vehicle.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Okay.
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggies? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do it then. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
Well, we'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads.
How can we fail, Skip, with the Shadow leading the show?
Who the fuck is a Shadow?
Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming.
You're sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
He's just... Phelps is a quiet man. There's nothing wrong with that. The White Shoe Slave. Drunk, not observant.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Ray Pinker will let us
I say
know
we
in good
bust
time.
in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Hey, that's that cop. Seems like a decent guy.
Greetings from sunny California. When's it going to stop?
I'll drive this one. I guess I guess the game accidentally made a duplicate of the same car.
We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Yeah, Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send.
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows maketh the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base.
Any Central unit, possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza, unit to handle code 3, identify.
Not interested.
There's no way.
That guy there will lead us up.
I'm steeling myself for what I'm about to see.
That'll just be another dead body, partner. Get used to seeing them. They're the gig when you work in homicide, Phelps.
I don't think it's the dead body, but the way it's been mutilated and disrespected. Because seeing a dead body is really, personally for me, it's not really that bad, but seeing it in such a mutilated state can cause some disturbing emotions.
Secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body? Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Oh, at least she's
Blunt force
dressed.
trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
Let's get the body out of the way. Hands? Anything? Doesn't look like.
Find anything interesting?
I haven't. Nothing. Anything that's eye-boggling on the face. That's nothing. Shoot.
No drag marks. The killer was moving around, surveying the scene. Incidental.
Yeah, nothing. There's not a lot to go off of this one except tire marks. Dropped?
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
Who the hell is that?
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Oh, understandable. She don't seem like the lying type.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
I like how they conveniently put a phone there for the police.
Missing persons reports for white females over the last 48 hours.
One moment. We have 3 white females listed as missing, Detective. Myrtle Douglas, 294 Whitmer Street. One Beatrix Rogers of 1152 West 4th Street. And a Mrs. Teresa Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks, ma'am.
Oh, shit.
Jesus. Missing persons report.
Can you keep things under control until Pinker and Carruthers finish up?
Sure, Detective. We'll stay out of their way.
Oh, shit. Let's deal with the hobo camp first.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
Get it out of the way first, and then... Get it out of the way first, and then go from there.
Okay, so go left at the next one.
Even if they're homeless, they're still people. And they still got a right to live in it wherever they can find to live.
I always bother. Don't leave me alone. I fought. Where's my wife? I'm the one. Nobody cares about me. I took a
We're
bullet.
looking for a
Nobody cares
tall
about
man
me.
with a disfigured face. You know him?
Huh? What? I fought in 2 wars, you know, son. I think I earned some peace and quiet.
Ah, the bum isn't here.
Look at these people.
We should follow the
Leave me
lead.
alone.
These guys
No,
can
no,
wait.
no.
At least the rain stopped. You can change back into those white bucks now.
Fine, we'll deal with the hobo camp later, I guess. Let's go to this. We'll just go from top to bottom.
This is a shot in the dark. How do we know someone even filled in a missing persons report for this dame?
We don't, but it's the only thing we've got to go on.
Are you sure? You sure you searched the scene, Cole?
I had a good look.
No, I mean really searched it.
You were there too.
Ah, Jesus, come on. I thought you were the goody two-shoes little prick who went over crime scenes with a fine-tooth comb. Thought I could relax in my old age here, Cole.
The rain must have washed away the clues that would have led us to her identity.
I knew this weather was gonna ruin my night.
Yeah, I mean, can't predict the weather. Don't hit the mailbox. Oh, that's a roundabout. I'll take this next one up here. Oh, that's gonna be a tight turn. Oh shit. Sorry. Gonna pass you.
Up ahead, you turn left. Cole, come on!
Why'd he stop? That's the other thing in the AI. It would have been fine if he just kept going, but... The AI in this game...
Go left, just now.
Left?
Around to the right.
That's what I was thinking. We could do a left here and then straight down alley.
You need to turn left at the next junction.
Yep. Alrighty. Let's take a look. Where are we right now? We are at Whitmer Street. Alright.
How can I help you, Sonny?
LAPD, sir. We've had a report of a missing woman.
Harry Douglas. I made the report. It's my wife, Myrtle.
How long has she been missing, sir?
Phelps, this isn't going to help our cause.
Go ahead, sir.
What year is this, son?
1947, sir.
I would say for the best part of 12 years now.
I'm very sorry to hear that, sir. I hope she comes back.
I do too. I miss her.
Let's get out of here.
Okay, so not of importance. All right. Well, I think it's 43 Emerald Street, but I just want to get the other ones out of the way, you know? Because I like the kind of dialogue like that you don't really see often. Get in, damn it.
You can drive.
See what I mean? We'll be at this all night.
There are only 2 more missing person leads on our list.
And they'll probably be as useless as the last guy.
But they're just as likely to be reports for that woman in the green dress.
No amount of wishful thinking is going to make me happy to be stuck in this car with you, Phelps.
Learn to love it, Galloway. I'm not going anywhere.
Alright.
LAPD, sir. We've had a report of a missing woman.
It's my wife. She's been missing for 2 weeks.
How old is your wife?
16, nearly 17.
And how old are you?
19.
And you had been fighting?
Oh, a little, I guess. She says she wants to go out and have some fun. And me, I'm working double shifts down at the Saval tool plant.
Try the bars along Sunset. We're out of here.
Ah. What a prick.
Another waste of time.
Eliminating false leads is an important aspect of police work. I'm surprised I need to tell you that.
You want to know what we did when it rained in the old days, Phelps?
What?
We operated on the principle that all clues would be washed away. We grabbed someone close, we put the screws on until he pointed us in the right direction. That simple.
Why do I get the impression that you're just making this up?
Because he probably is. He's bluffing all the way through. He doesn't give a shit. Why would he care? He seems like he only cares about his next bottle. Just saying. Alright.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Terrelson, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's
that...
procedure. You see to your girls.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Terrelson? Let him search. You got nothing to hide. You want to hear something funny, Terrelson? Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules him out as a suspect.
Doesn't look like anything.
What do you mean? That's her... Okay.
I wonder why the picture was turned down. Need to check if she was a regular. It doesn't appear to be connected.
It doesn't hurt to check. I don't think anything would be in the kids' room either, though. Already checked that.
Baron's bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive. If you'd excuse me, ladies. Circumstantial.
Circumstantial. Is that her purse?
So she went out without her handbag? At least she was spared that particular indignity.
There we go.
She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
Female, height 5'4", May 8th, 1910, blonde, white, 100 pounds, brown. Married, yes, age 37, year issued 1928. Okay, so that's just right after the war. So it's probably like, I'm gonna say 1945-ish, since it's after the war. He just got out in the military. Maybe it's 1946 now. Well, it says license issued May 7, 1946, so it's probably like, I'm gonna say it's like April. Maybe not April. Maybe June. Maybe June of 1946. This game takes place in. I could be wrong. It's 19. I definitely know it's in the 1940s. Oh, that.
Lars was out in the rain last night.
White jacket. You
could see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene.
Muddy boots.
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies.
Where's the phone? There it is.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No, Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thank you. Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
I like how there's a conveniently placed camera too. Well, not camera, but light. Okay, that's all the Alright, let's sit down.
For the record, Mr. Terrellson, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Foul rope.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
I think you're lying, Lars. I think you were mad at your wife for embarrassing you in front of your friends. I think you came back here and strangled her and then dumped her body on the hill.
You think I strangled my wife? How do you expect to prove that?
Your wife was strangled with triple braid rope. The bow line from your boat is a perfect match.
Look, I know this looks bad. I'm gonna have to come to terms with the fact that I let her go.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right. Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. A bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Barron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Mr. Terrellson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
I don't think so.
Spill it, Terrellson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Terrellson. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, if you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life. Sounds like the Terrellson broad had her last drink at Barron's Bar. We should check the place
Appreciate
out.
your time, sir.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
I don't know. I don't make assumptions unless if I got all the evidence.
11 King, go ahead.
All disfigured vagrant at the hobo camp on Grand between Temple and Sunset. Use caution. The suspect is wanting connection with 2 assaults on females.
That's a couple of blocks from the murder scene.
Let's go back to the hobo camp. That ain't too far from where we are, I don't think. Take a left?
Up ahead, you turn left.
Yeah, I was thinking that this is...
Any Sentry unit, a possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Alright, here we are.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far. I need you to stay copacetic, Phelps. You need to hold out till the cavalry arrives.
How do we do that?
Like this.
Buckshot to keep you down, Phelps.
If you want your
These men
rightful
know they're
share,
harboring a murderer?
we need to fight for it!
Your disciples know what you did last night?
I dodged that second one. Okay.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it and see what you find.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
Oh, hold on. Hello.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch.
The Dutch.
They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. For God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't do it either. You got yourself in the shit, you get yourself out of it. Don't get me dragged in all of it. I'd be the same way. I'm not here to fight your battles, especially against gangsters and drug dealers. Ah, there's the rope.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terreldson's chin.
Well, at least I know who the murderer is. What's in it?
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Okay. That gives me what I need, for the most part. Is this anything?
Don't think this is any use to us.
Yeah, but I just wanted to see what military. I don't think there's anything else inside the, Let's get out of here then. Central Police. Let's go to the Baron's Bar before we go. Hold on. 1 second.
Officer needs help, 103 and boost.
Let's just get to the, let's just get to Baron's Bar and then go from there. I'm on the wrong side, but I don't...
All units also needs help. 415 and shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue.
That's
Unit
quite
to handle
far.
code 3 identify.
Maybe later. Alright, here at the Baron's Bar.
Beers all around, doll.
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Terreldson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. You know, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
Yeah. If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Why's he got a shout?
What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
Rightfully so.
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable.
Is there any other questions?
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
And she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
I don't have...
Hey, no problem.
Any of your regulars know the broad?
Ask him yourself.
LAPD, keep your seats, boys. This won't take a second.
Oh.
We can't let the son of a bitch get away.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Go, Phelps, get after him.
I'm going.
Come on, you got a ride. Get in and drive.
Need your vehicle.
I thought you were gonna leave me there. Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I should have watched out. Oh,
I don't think the
jeez.
killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
I barely touched that guy.
Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Sorry, it's kind of hard driving a vehicle that weighs 2 tons of pure metal. Sheet metal, that is. Not aluminum, what we got cars nowadays made of. This is pure sheet metal vehicles, so they're a lot heavier, and the brakes are not very good on these things, so is the turning. At least they kept that realistic. I am on his ass. How am I not hitting him? I'm gonna get on his side then. He's too fast.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
Again on the on foot.
Stop or I will shoot!
There we go.
Name.
Richard Bates. What is it you want?
I'll ask the questions. Firstly, why did you run?
I don't mix with cops if I can help it.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
I doubt.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat.
Well, the other
I'll
thing is,
explain my
too,
theory of once a
running
degenerate,
from a
always a
police officer, Grand Theft
Take him to
Auto,
Central. He's a material witness in a murder case.
reckless
Find him in a closed cell.
driving,
Richard here knows the drill.
evading a police officer, endangerment of driving, many reasons, okay? These are things that you would be put in a jail for a couple months or maybe a year or two for. These are not things, maybe back then, but I'm pretty sure there were still punishments for this type of stuff.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
Reckless, careless driving,
I need an
endangerment
APB out on a
of...
yellow cab, number 3591.
Many.
Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Thanks.
No. Mascara that exists in the 1940s? Well, I'm not surprised.
Car 11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591. The vehicle has been identified at a gas station. Now heading west on 7th Street.
Garage on 7th Street. Let's hit it, Phelps. The cab driver might tie this whole thing together.
I hope you're right.
Alright, let's get the...
You see our taxi anywhere?
Look, man. Might as well abuse the siren.
11K, yellow cab number 3591, sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitmer. Repeat, Wilshire and Whitmer.
Whitmer.
11K.
What is that?
Where's that cab got to now?
We gotta get there first. Give me a minute. Are you fucking serious? Hold on. Map. Wilshire. Whitmer. What was it? What street? Was it 10th? Wait, 7th. Corner of Wilshire.
11K, further on your APB on yellow cab number 3591. Vehicle identified at Reggie's Cafe, heading north on...
Oh, I see it, I see it, I see it.
ATPL clear.
There we go. Got it.
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It was a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It's at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
Sorry. Well, it's grim information we're trying to get. Alright. Now what? I guess we go to Central Police Station. I'm gonna let him drive there.
You know the way. You can drive. You can drive.
Yes, you can drive. I don't. I'd rather just get there. James.
We're going this way.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrelson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
Are you denying that you strangled Mrs. Tarleton with a length of rope?
I'm not denying anything. You have to have proof, lackey.
That I can give you.
We found a matching piece of rope in your lean-to. I think we'll find the blood will match too.
I own no property. How could it belong to me?
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Tarleton near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Tarleton.
I don't know if that's correct, but with how he said that, I kind of don't feel bad of putting them behind bars. At least he's not.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Tarleton will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
Oh, okay. I feel like, clues found, vehicle damage, injuries, 0? Identifying the victim by other means could have saved both legwork and family anguish. So? I mean, it doesn't matter how much evidence or identity you have. If they know who it is, they know, and it's devastating to begin with. It doesn't matter how much evidence of the person you got. If you got ID and other things, it's really, I don't know. I love this game for its grimness because it'd be like that. Events like that in police work would be like that. It gives a good, like, analogy of what going to calls and homicide and stuff would probably be like, but it's probably not 100% accurate, but it gives you a rough idea at least. Oh, okay.
And now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were only fooling. Don't walk away. Don't do me wrong. Don't leave me singing this torched song when I'm burning.
Fingers. The studio secretary murder. Oh, it's the railroad one. Drunk as all as ever.
course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
I'm gonna end stream here. It's been fun though, but I need to take a break. I can only handle so much before you start getting a little... I don't know, I'm not frustrated, I'm just kind of tired. Film reels collected. You can collect film reels, novelly collected, 0 out of 8, records collected, 0 out of 20, vehicle types driven, 5 out of 95, named newspapers viewed, 4 out of 13, game completion, only 31%, current rank, 14 out of 20, clues inspection, 0. Time spent inspecting 1 hour, 1 minute and 31 seconds. Notebooks, questions asked 113. Successful accusations 49. Failed accusations 11. Failed accusations lack of evidence 7. Notebook interviews left too early 2. Notebook interviews inactivity comments 4. Max speed 85.11 miles per hour. Full throttle time 38.1 seconds. Highest vehicle jump 8.9, about 9 feet. Time spent driving 2 hours, 2 minutes, 37 seconds. Total distance driven 65.78 miles. Blows landed 68, blows received 28, blows blocked 0, blows dodged 11. Opponents grappled 6, grappled by 2, floored by opponent 0, 0, 0. Enemy shot dead 69. Enemies killed with headshots 23. Shots hit 207. Shots missed 179. Accuracy 53.6%. Shots fired pistols 174. Shotgun 26. Automatic 133. Rifles 53. Time spent outfighting. Gunfighting 27 minutes 41 seconds. Active time 9 hours 1 minute and 58 seconds. Failure 5. Death by gunshots. Partner hits received 2. Death by gunshots 0, 0. Distance traveled on foot 10.41 miles. Shields collected. Wait, there's more? Oh wait, no, just up and down. Okay, I'm gonna call it a night. It's been fun. You guys take it easy. Thanks for stopping in and watching. I guess. Bye.